should have a bump it. That's what's happening. Just without the metal plastic thing. It's a look. It's a look. Look. I have so many things going on in my budget right now. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm like avoiding budgeting, which is very unlike anybody in the YNAB community. It just feels overwhelming right now. So I'm just gonna try to take it one step at a time. Hello, this is Budgets with Grace, where I give you a glimpse of my life using the lens of my budget. My name's Grace. I use the software YNAB, or You Need a Budget, to do my budgeting. It's some of the best budgeting software out there, and you can try it with a link in my description below. I also use something called Toolkit for YNAB, which is a free Google Chrome and Firefox browser extension. You can also find it with the link in my description below. Other than that, if you feel like supporting me, you can follow me on Instagram, buy me a coffee, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. All right, one step at a time. Let's start with transactions. So I bought Sims. I admitted I bought multiple Sims. Even though it's overspending, I'm still going to put my hashtag wish granted on there because it is on my wish list. I just didn't use it right. I'm just going to count these groceries as my groceries, and I will split the HelloFresh. So I'm kind of skipping all around these input boxes, but it's groceries, forest, and then I just took this value and divided it by 2. 1 cent's left over. I'll just go to mine and add it there. So I'm gonna label these. I mentioned in the last video, this flag system is to show at a glance if I am budgeting for my spending or if I am more so overspending or not moving money to cover these things. So it's pretty telling right about now that I have thrown caution straight to the wind. I know, okay. I don't remember how much I tipped, so I don't feel like entering this right now. I'll just wait for it to come through all the way. I think this says cat food. Usually I do subscribe and save for things like cat food, but apparently I didn't realize I needed another bag, so I had to order one on the fly. All right, so right, back to the flag. So green is I budgeted, red is I didn't budget for it, and blue is either income or a transfer. So this is my credit card for Bank of America, and this blue is from my credit union checking account. So it's just paying off the balance. It's not inflow, or excuse me, it's not like a transaction taking money out of my budget. It's just moving it around. Okay, and next my checking here. So I did not get this yet. I bet I won't get it until that day. And I should have another thing in here. Give me a moment. Okay, this is still a pending transaction, and I got my tax return for the unemployment taxes that I was paying last year that ended up being what's the word, forgiven or reimbursed because of the bill that passed in Congress in the United States. So, unemployment return, a whopping $1,236.03. Like, crazy. I don't know what to do with it. This is why I'm overwhelmed. Like, this is a great problem to have, but I'm like overwhelmed with this money. Like, it's such a blessing. All right, so that was the main thing I wanted to look at. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make a new category. And I'm gonna delete this like as soon as I'm done with this video, but I wanna put that full value in here and just budget my paycheck for now. So let me open everything. Oh, that's right. I should take care of all my spending, which it looks like I overspent in a lot of categories, but not really because I have sinking funds. So for craft supplies, all of this was for Halloween. So I know it's early, but I make my costume by hand. So I have to sew a dress and customize a blazer that I got from the thrift store. And it just takes a while. Oh, this was categorized incorrectly. I need to fix this. I did not go with friends this time. I went to bites with myself, and now I'm going to save that and go to budget. I close some of these to find the good stuff. And I'm going to cover this from there. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, this is where it gets tough. For Sims, what can I cover that with? I guess I'll just do ready to assign because I have it. All right, and now just gonna look over things. For Halloween, now that I've spent about $100 out of it, I guess when I go into September, I should edit this goal. Just have it like this. Yeah, that brings the goal amount right about down to where it needs to be. Alrighty. I'll add $8 there so I can make sure to go skating again. I haven't been going to donation-based yoga, so I'll just leave $5 in there in case I feel like it. All right, and that should be good for this. Another really exciting and important transaction was taking out funds from my nest egg and investing it. I decided to put it in its own brokerage account and start investing in VT, which is like the world stock exchange, like basically everything you can invest in an index fund. With inflation the way it is, it doesn't make sense to leave that money in a savings account where it's depreciating, and I want to make sure that I make these big events happen in my life. So that's why it looks like basically I just moved the cash from my budget account. So you can see in the sidebar there's budget and there's tracking. So now there's a new one called Nest Egg, and it's just there. So now I'm going to look forward into September and start funding more things in here. So I'm going to, oh my gosh, I guess just make 2 of those, make 2 of those. I'll just put in 20 here. So it's half. Somebody's watching me in my office. So now let's skip over nest eggs for now. Immediate obligation. I'm going to look for things up until the 16th. So just a couple of things. I'll take care of Spotify. It's only like $11, so I always kind of take care of that early. Click on underfunded, and those are donezo. True expenses, yay. So I'll take care of this here. You know, maybe instead of doing that one, I'll take care of this big one right at the bottom. And that's nice to have that taken care of. Giving, I'll do holding for 100, household spending. Let's see. I really upped my groceries because I've just been seeing so many people needing a lot more for groceries. So I decided to do that. I think I totally took money out of this category because I funded it fully last week, but then I bought lots of Sims, which yeah, that looks accurate. Let's do sticking to $200 a month in eating out is already proving challenging. It's only halfway through the month and I'm pretty much spent all of it, so hopefully I can like stick to it. I'm just going through and kind of trying to budget for about half of what I want to save for all of these. And ooh, okay, so ModCloth gift card. I keep forgetting about this. I have a gift card that I haven't spent yet, and it's just like floating in my budget, and I just want to keep that there because I don't want to, like, you know, spend all my money and then realize that the last $125 I need in my life is in the form of a ModCloth gift card. Do YNAB swag. I hope that sale is going to happen soon. I'm excited that I have a bunch of money saved up for it. All right, and to get this right, I'm going to do 20 and then whatever else. I think it would be 55 to get to an even number there. And let me double check that. Yes, that evens it out. Perfect. I'll put $100 into the nest egg for now. These goals are also like messed up now because the budget is basically saying that I spent it, even though it's just saving itself in a tracking account. How can I combat this? If I make it a needed for spending, oops, not that one. Needed for spending, monthly. And so actually, if I go back, I want to do it in this month. We'll make that a needed for spending by a date. What do I have for here? We'll do that monthly, okay. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, that makes sense. That works. Cool. All right, now I have about $178. Let's see what else I can fund. Ooh, I must have gotten distracted because I like stopped budgeting for these, so. I'm just gonna start, I'm gonna actually undo and then do New Orleans. That's one of my favorite categories to fund lately. And I'm actually gonna take 8 pennies from groceries, so I have an even $8, and I can fund Forrest's birthday. Which I decided what I'm getting him. It's gonna be adorable, and I'm excited to share when I have that gift to give. A moment of truth. Going back to August and releasing this. Maybe I'll do Found It first. I can't even tell you why I'm so overwhelmed by the idea of budgeting that. But I'm gonna do Found It. I'm gonna delay it, and then I'll have like probably a couple extra bucks. Okay, what am I looking at? Put that into Found It. I think this is the transaction that I should have entered here. Put that in there because that should have been covered when I was doing that before. So what's that called? There we go. Take it from there because I should have dealt with it before. Oh shit, I only have $18 left for groceries. That's not ideal either. Okay, that looks like everything I can do there. So now I will delete this, release this. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to put it in strategy, wealth building. Nest egg is definitely a candidate. And I think the number one thing I want to do with this is go into event funds and finish up funding New Orleans. So I'm going to add 300 here. And then with the money that I've budgeted in September, that goal is reached, and I don't have to continue budgeting $100 a month for it because that's a little steep. And now, what else? That was definitely the number one thing I wanted to do. Part of me wants to save it. Like, there is just this unshakable urge in me that I want to save this. So maybe I'll do 300. That seems fair. That's just bugging me that that's 20 off. Okay. And I guess I will invest the rest, as they say. 25 cents. Can I take 25 cents from anywhere? $640, and this is all going to Big Day. And I want to go ahead and enter a transaction for this already. So I have $640. I'm gonna go into my checking and add a transaction, and the payee is gonna be called Nest Egg. That's the brokerage account. I'll take it out of Big Day, and I don't think I'm doing memos on this. And 640. I'll go ahead and flag these. These are all just going to be transfers because there's no spending out of this. And yeah, that's my every dollar budget with my tax refund from the IRS. Such an I just feel like I've been like super blessed lately, and super happy that I use YNAB to make sure all of this money is working for me and doing what I need it to do for me. So overall, budgeting can be a super rewarding process that helps you stay in line with your priorities, and I know that having an amazing wedding is gonna bring me a lot of joy, so that's what I'm saving for. And yeah, it's been kind of hard to decide to put that in a brokerage account. Like, I just want to put it in a savings account and have the cash, but that is not necessarily wise right now. So yeah, let me know what you think about inflation right now, and how is that impacting your personal finance strategy. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you feel like supporting me, you can follow me on Instagram, buy me a coffee, and of course, like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.